Good evening, Professor Mundell. Good evening, class. My name is Marcus Savels, and I'd like to speak with you tonight about the importance of support and the role that we play in supporting learning, improving, planning, and practice, upholding professional expectations and ethics, and also collaboratively advancing the profession. I feel that this is a crucial role that we take on as teachers because we are basically on the front line. If you want to maybe make a relation to battle or war, um, the teacher is on the front line. And we also, as special educators, we also wear the case manager hat. Okay. And that makes the role even more pivotal. Uh, to me, an analogy would be something like a drum major for a marching band coming to the stadium. Behind the drum major, you have the marching band. They're there for one purpose, and that is to perform and entertain. But they do need to be introduced, and in order to put on a show, they need that leader there in order to get them to the 50-yard line. Is what we're used to saying in the band world. Collaborating to me on a more consistent basis will also advance the profession naturally. Uh, Now, going on to the dispositions, I appreciate the dispositions because they're necessary and they should be highlighted. One position that I feel that I possess to become more successful as a teacher would be dedication. My motto from junior year in high school all the way through undergrad was hard work and dedication. And I constantly repeated those words to myself and others because I understand how easy it is to be distracted, especially in this day and age. So I like to keep it fresh in my mind that anything worth having is worth working hard for. I thought hard about what dispositions that I needed to work on in order for me to be a successful teacher in the future, and I did come up with one. And that disposition is the reflection disposition. Sometimes I think so highly of myself that I tend to forget that I am above, constructive criticism, and that is a problem and something that needs to be addressed and needs to be fixed. So what I've been doing recently is meeting with my department chair and AP twice a week to get feedback, um, informal feedback that I can use in order to help me make some changes, in order to become a better teacher. I want to speak on personal bias and how important it is that we keep it out of the classroom. To say that there should be no personal bias would be a lie, but to say that personal bias shouldn't affect the expectations I set is 100% truth. Any individualized education should be based on performance and ability, not race, sex, religion, economic status, and so on and so forth. Also, if I were to let my personal bias affect my judgment and expectations that I set for my students, then I'm already behind the eight ball because then the relationship suffers, the relationship with the student and the relationship with the parents who are putting their trust in you to teach their students and lead them to the end of the educational journey. Um, I feel like students also know when teachers use bias, something that they can feel. And I think that drives a wedge in between the relationship that you're supposed to develop with your student. That can lead to things like defiance. Students can sometimes place teachers into a category or a bubble or grouping, in which the parents will then also place you. And then at that point, communication will not be at an all-time high, to where it should be when you're teaching students, especially having a caseload. So bias, in my opinion, should be checked at the door. And thank you for taking the time to listen to me. Have a good one.